Hello friends, my name is Prasheel and today I will be discussing some exceptions in C language, knowing which you can stand out in your group. So today I will be discussing exceptions or increment operator. So what is the increment operator? Increment operator were a plus plus a. These two were the increment operator. We all know the use of these. Now the first exception which I highlight here is we can do this increment operation on a variable. Like I declared a variable int a is equal to 2. Very good. This is going to give me the returned value will be a is equal to 3 and the returned value and the value will be a is equal to 4. Here the returned value will be 2 only. Here the returned value will be 4. So first exception is if we do 4 plus plus, this will produce a error. Why? Because 4 is equal to 4 plus 1. It would be opened like this. For example, this gets opened or this gets opened like a is equal to a plus 1. But 4 is equal to 4 plus 1 is not a true expression because 4 is a constant. So for any constant, this is not valid. This is going to produce a error. Now the second exception would be if I do a is equal to 1, b is equal to 5. Now if I do plus plus a, then a will be equal to 2. If I do plus plus b, then b will be equal to 6. Now what if I do a plus b plus plus? Some of you may guess it as 9, but no, it is wrong. This is going to give me an error. Why? Because a plus b is not equal to a plus b plus 1. If I represent this as a separate variable c, then it is valid. But if I don't do that, then this is not valid. So this is going to give you a error. Now there can be a third exception, or I don't call it exception, I call it just a fact that if we do something like plus plus a plus plus, what is this going to return, or what will be the value of a? There will be nothing. It will give you an error and the compiler cannot understand exactly what you want to do here. So it will say करना क्या चाहते हो, it will go away. Then fourth, the next exception is print f. What will be the output here? Let's say my a was equal to 2. Now here, if you evaluate this expression first, then the answer will be a is equal to 3, and then if we evaluate this, then the answer will be a is equal to 4, but the returned value will be 3. So the answer should have come 3 comma 3. Again, if we evaluate this first, then a is equal to 3. Then if we evaluate, here we were going like this, here we are going like this, then this will come out to be a is equal to 4. Here output comes out to be 4 comma 2 because the return value is 2. Now these are the two cases. So what will be the return? What will be the actual answer? So there is no any fixed time form or no any fixed uh, way in which these two expressions are evaluated. Then how will we calculate the answer? So there is a basic thing we'll put the maximum value out of these two to the first expression because it will return a incremented value, and the minimum value to the second expression because it is going to return a lesser value. So my answer will be 4 comma 2. This is my answer. Next we see some exceptions here. Fifth 2D array. How to define? Now this is the way we define a 2D array. These are rows which are 2 here. These are columns. The exception is if I write a is equal to like this and then define the same 1 2 3 4 5 6, then this is going to give error because the size of column is not specified. Column is very important, row is not that important. So even if I write this, if I give 2, it will again produce a error. So we get that the size of column is very important to declare a 2D array. Now the next exception. Now this is the exception in sixth exception. Difference between a is equal to 1 comma 2, a is equal to in bracket 1 comma 2, in bracket a is equal to 1 comma 2. So a is equal to 1 comma 2. Let's see it one by one. So a is assigned value 1 and there is a comma after 2. So the value remains in a remains 1. There is a comma 2. So if we have done something like this, then the value in C would be 2 because in the comma acts as the operator here and this 2 is returned and this value is discarded. Discarded means it is not given here, it remains in the memory but it is not sent to C. So this is the meaning of this expression. This expression is equal to 1 comma 2. Now again comma acts as an operator here. This value will be evaluated plus discarded. Then this value will also be evaluated but it will be returned. So here 2 is evaluated and returned. So the value of a becomes 2 and this 1 is discarded. Then why we are evaluating it actually? So if I would have written it like a is equal to b plus plus comma 1, let's say b is equal to 2. What is the value of a and b? So the value of a will be, this is 1 and value of b will be 3 because this is evaluated and then discarded. This is evaluated and then assigned. So this will be the answer. So only this much. Thank you.